Hi, everyone. I want to just drill down a little bit on and, you know, riff off my video on boundaries to talk about something that I think a lot of women do, which is to try to convince other people to agree with the limits that they're setting. Like they need the stamp of approval from family members, from colleagues, from friends that they have a limit around something, so they need to be this is sort of where, like, I need to convince you that it's okay for me to say no. um, I need to convince you that I have decided not to participate in Thanksgiving this year. That has to be okay with you. um, this is a little uh, I think it has to do with not upsetting other people and wanting to get approval for any actions that you have. But the reality is a lot of people don't really like boundaries. So if you're spending a lot of energy trying to campaign for other people to agree with your boundaries, you might be expending a lot of energy in that direction. And an alternative is to simply say, hey, I can see you're having a hard time with this limit that I've got, and I know it's an adjustment, right? It's not your job to manage other people's responses to your limit setting. It's also kind of not your job to try to educate them um, and and make them come around to your point of view. It's okay to be in a different place, to have different expectations, to have different needs. And that's also a great response. When somebody's pushing back on a limit, you have to say, yeah, I get that you're struggling with this, and um, that you might make a different choice than I'm making right now, but this is the choice that I'm making for myself. So it has a quality of also respecting yourself as an individual having individual needs. We are not one size fits all human beings. So if you find the urge to try to make your partner, your kids, your parents be okay with the limits that you're setting, that may not be a very good use of your time. It's often not, you're not often very successful with it. And yeah, and a lot of times we're setting limits to try to conserve our energy and our time, and then you're just adding another layer of emotional work for yourself that you don't need to do. So, giving you full permission to have limits and boundaries that other people don't agree with, without campaigning to try to get them to be okay with your limits.